I have been playing around with napkins, and I started filming some of this show earlier, and you'll see me putting the napkins on here little by little. But this is what we're going to go through first. The napkins usually have a backing, this backing portion, and you have to remove that. Now some napkins have one backing, some have two, depends upon the brand. And see, this one here has two, so both of these are going to have to be removed, because all you're going to want is this very thin piece. Okay, now these are smaller napkins and they only have one backing, so it doesn't really matter if I get this off or not, but I'll show you if I get it there. Oh, almost. No, it's not going to let me grab it. There it goes. Okay, and see this one here, you'll see it only has one backing. And here's what you'd be working with. And I'm going to start ripping these up. And what I like is when you use the opposite side, you can see here, you can see the difference. Here's the duller side and here's the brighter side. Now I might have to use a couple of napkins, we'll find out, but it's, and I'm not quite sure how the black is going to show through. It might give it a really cool look. It may be something I should not have done. I do have some red balls also. And now that's going with the grain. This is going against the grain there. Okay, let's see what's going to happen when I start putting these on. I might end up putting everything on straws and have it going this way, and then I could put it in a flower arrangement or something else. Here we go. And napkins come in such a variety of colors, patterns, and they're usually, when you have an end of an event, there's usually some left over. We had something going on where I volunteer, and they had left some of their napkins for the holidays, and I like the fact that there was a couple of glasses on it for, here, I'll show you. This is what it looks like, and I really like that napkin too. Now this is a little different than tissue paper because it is ripping, so you have to be a little more cautious when you put this on. Where the tissue paper, even though it's thin, it had more, it didn't rip or tear when I put it on, whereas a napkin, as you know, when you saturate it, it's going to start pulling apart. Now this one I'm going to put on the opposite side, you know, in reverse, and then I'm going to put some others on top. See what happens. Here, I don't want that big there. I want it to go flat as much as I can. And these you can actually stretch them to get them to go flat, because it does start pulling apart, but there. Now, this straw isn't quite big enough, and I think what I'm going to do is cut the bottom of the straw off, so I'm not holding on to so much. There we go. There, that's easier, and then maybe you can see what I'm doing here, because then I can hold it down like this instead of up. But see, you notice it's going around because the straw is smaller than the opening. And I should have maybe put some, and I'll do that on the one that I just ripped apart. I should have put some tape around it and made it a little bit more secure. Because you notice this is just rolling every time we do it. Just rolling around. Now let's get some bright colors in here. Okay, I'm going to take this off, and I am going to do what I suggested that I do. I'm going to get some tape and put around this. Okay, I'm back. I'm just going to put some regular see-through tape. Let's see if that makes it a little bit. Yep, that's much better. Actually, I might have put too much in. Come on, I put in too much. Now I put too much tape on. Well, that's okay. And I'm ruining, look at, this is all coming off. I'm going to split this down, then see if I can get it in. There it goes. Okay, now look at the mess I just made. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's bad. That's where I kind of wiped it all out here. Well, new piece goes on there nice. And this is still rolling around. It's irritating me, but I'll get it better on the next one. Do all my repair work here. Now these, I don't really even have to put the glue on the bulb because it's going to go right through the napkin onto the bulb. Here, this is kind of a, there we go. Whoops, I have two pieces here. Oops, now my straw came out. I don't want to ruin all of these. There. Okay. Let's get some more color in here. So you get the general idea from just doing this one. Oops, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, I can't go any further because if I tip it over, I'm going to end up with a mess. So I'm going to put this in a jar over here and wait for it to dry. And then I'll finish it later in part 2. And I'm going to put these over here. Let's see if I can get this to stay into one of those balls a little bit better. I'm going to bring it down here a little bit more. Okay, I think I got that in there pretty good. Okay, so you saw me take apart 2 of the napkins. Now this, what I wanted was the 4 seasons. So this one I used for spring. So as you can see, I used the green for the grass, and then I used some of the brighter color, the pink in here to pop out a little bit, and then all of the purple went on top. I literally used part of this one. You can see there's clouds in there, and I used some of the clouds. What I did do is try to put stickers on here. There. And I found the stickers don't stick on this. It's rounded, it's not flat. I did put glue on. I put some glue on the underside, and then I glued on the top. It seems to be sticking on okay. And then I added some little bees, and down here, I don't know if you could see it, but it's the little birds, early birds catching the worm. So that was supposed to be spring. This one I consider summer. And again, I was using all of the purples on this particular napkin. I sat there and I pulled it all apart. I had a lot of them. So I was taking all the purple out of here, and then I took the clouds. And then I did take some green on the bottom. So the bottom is tissue paper and not a napkin. And I wanted some grass. And again, I used a sticker. Let's see if I can, there you go. I used a sticker, and it was difficult, again, to put that on, and I had to glue it on the underneath and on top. And then I went and used, because I wanted some stars. My first thought was fireworks, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. So I thought, oh, we'll put a multitude of stars, and she's looking at the stars. So this was another one that I did. As you notice, this one was a really nice napkin for fall. And all I did was put the napkin on here. I didn't add any embellishments at all. Now comes my favorite one, winter. I had the worst time with winter. Winter came from this napkin, but I didn't want to use the green. I was going to go with the wine glasses. You can see the wine glasses on here. I was going to go with that. But instead on the back of it, which I used all of it, so you're going to have to bear with me. On the back it was white and it had little tiny stars on it. Let's see if I can get this to there. So I had small stars and some colors. But I didn't like it. And I thought, how can I get this to be winter? I just didn't like anything that I did. And you could see the different colors that popped through because I tried the green, I tried this, I tried putting white on top. Finally I go, I have this snow. It's called Frosty Snow. And you could buy them in great big packages like this. And I took the whole thing, I put glue on it, and I dipped it in there, and this is what came out, and I just really, really like it. So this is my favorite. Now I have 3 more Christmas ornaments here. And on this one here, I used tissue paper. And I was going to layer it, but now that I've discovered, after all of my experimenting, that I don't really care for that, I'm going to dip this in fresh snow. So here we go. Now I've taken the fresh snow out of this, the pretend snow or whatever you want to call it, but I put it in a Ziploc. And let's see, and I have this measuring cup. I'm just going to take a cup of it and hope that it doesn't fall over. And I'm going to put that in there. Now the experiment is, I want to see what the blue tones come through. This one has a duller finish. I want to see what that one looks like. And this one has a really glossy finish. So they're all different finishes. So let's see what we're going to end up with. And again, I'm going to have to put glue everywhere on here. My plan was, because there are sticks on here, I could either take the sticks out or leave the sticks in. If I left the sticks in, I would put them in with some flower arrangements around the holiday season. If I took the sticks out, you could either hang them or just lay them in a basket with accented with smaller Christmas bulbs. It doesn't take that long to coat this. Just want to make sure I get everything. There we go. All right, let's pop it in and see what happens. Here again is my thing. I just put it in there, grab hold of the stick. Let's see what we're going to get. I think I need, now this one, because it is darker, you're going to get more shadows in there. But isn't that pretty? Here, let's pull this over here so you can see. I have a feeling, there we go. You can see the 2 different ones. This is the first one I did, that one's the second one I did. Out of curiosity, let's see what this one does. Again, this is on a little stick. And I think it did come out of a plant where they had purchased a plant and then they had these bulbs in the plants for decorations. And I might have to put more snow in there. I'm really curious on what the red one's going to look like. Okay, I'm just going to set this in here. Why not? Let's put some more snow in there. Because I would like it to come up further than the other one did. And I want you to know this stuff goes all over. Don't do it in your, I suppose if you did it in your living room, it would vacuum up, but I don't think it's a very good idea. Uh-oh. I have way too much on here. So let's get rid of some of this. Get it off. Okay. Boy, when I set that in there, I made myself a big mess. Actually, that makes a nice thick coating. Look at how thick that is. And I want to make sure I get the bottom. Here we go. We're going to go back in here. Again, close up your bag and toss it. Wow. This one, you could see the red through it. And like, oops, it's all over me too. And finally, our last one. This was the duller finish. I'm actually getting that snow in, I hate to say it, in my glue. I don't know if I can use this glue for anything after this, because it's going to have snow in it. I might have to throw it out. So this is a really simple craft thing to do for kids, not even some littler ones, because all this is Elmer's glue, Elmer's craft glue. I wonder what would happen if I put it on really, there, put it on a secondary coat here, really get it on there. And here we go. All you do is put it in your bag again. Whoops. Now see, that's stuck. I stuck it to the bag, so let's take it out and put this on. Put some more back on. Let's try not to hit, I don't want to hit the sides of the bag. Or at least I'm trying not to. And here's our final one. So these are my winter ones. And you know what they actually look like? They look like flowers. If you really look at them closely, they do look like certain flowers that you have in your garden in the summertime. I'm going to, out of curiosity, because I know I'm never going to use this for anything, and I've already showed it to you. Let's do this one too and see what the difference is, because this has multiple colors in it. As I said, I don't like them anyway, so I'm just going to redo them. And now you won't have to do the experimenting I did. You will know that you can cover them with a napkin or tissue paper. But they may not be what you want. They just don't have that pizzazz. And I'm trying to get, again, I'm holding on to the very tip underneath here. But since I can't use this glue for anything else, I might as well see if I can salvage my other bulbs. Oops, guess what? There. This one may not, I lost, yep, I did. I lost my holder. It went flying. Came out. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Now this has, because there were so many colors in here to begin with, there we go. And I have to get those dry. Okay, this holds it a little bit better, the ones with the snowflakes. And I'm going to have to find a safe place for that to dry. Actually, it might be a good idea to shake these once they're all dried on. Give them a good shake